Welcome to Superhero Sundays. I'm Eli.
And I'm Matthew.
And today we're breaking it down. We're giving you the news. We're talking about Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We're going to be talking about Flash. We're going to be talking about Invincible. And so much more. So I'm really happy that you guys are with us here in this amazing hour. Make sure to comment, like, and share this video. Sharing it really helps the YouTube algorithm. Whatever that algorithm.
The thingamabob.
Yeah, and lets people know that this is a good video and they should watch it. Also, give that a thumbs up, and that does the same thing too. Cool. Awesome. You ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready. Are you guys ready? Let's get into it. Let's go. I'm excited. I'm excited.
So which one you want to dive into first?
Let's dive into Icon.
Because both episodes, and by both I mean Invincible and Falcon and Winter Soldier, had some big moments in it. But do you want to talk about the other ones first? So we end on a bang. How are you feeling?
Well, we're gonna save the best for last.
All
Falcon
right.
and the Winter Soldier. That was by far the highlight of the entire week.
Sure. I agree.
There hasn't been much going on this week. I mean,
not a lot.
Everything seems to be really quiet.
Yeah.
Besides Falcon
and
I
like
Soldier.
that. I like that. Sometimes too much noise in a whole week can make you scatterbrained. I like a nice smooth boat ride sometimes with a couple of fireworks in between the trips. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
But yeah. So let's talk about Invincible. Like this show is all
right. Let's talk about it. Let's just talk about the elephant in the room that is finally introduced. Omni-Man's wife finally knows that Nolan is the one who killed the Guardians. She knows it because she told him, and he obviously couldn't deny it.
That suit. Where's my suit? I need my suit.
You know. So that was crazy. However, I gotta be honest. I don't know how much longer she has to live because I don't know. I don't know this. I don't think she's gonna live.
You don't think she's gonna?
I don't think he's gonna let her live for some reason. I don't know why. Like, just something about him just comes off as like he's irritated. Like he's getting impatient. Like he's just like he's not interested. He's just like he doesn't even care. Like all of that comes off when she's angry or really like when they showed up at the hospital.
Yeah. I
know what that argument was between him and her when they were outside in the window. His arms were crossed and she was all angry. I know he didn't care because he's half me. It doesn't matter what happened to him. He's going to be fine. But she, being human, only knowing pain and whatever, is worried about her son. And he just didn't care.
He doesn't have a human side.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. To him, he's going to be fine. It doesn't matter if a mountain fell on him. He's my son and he's going to be okay. Which is ignorant, but he's still true. I mean, it's true, but it's not right. You shouldn't act
I
that
love
way.
that they have a hospital for superheroes. I don't know why. But
I feel like that would be something in the real world if superpowers were real. I feel like the medical practice,
realism,
there would be a whole different study. If you wanted to become a surgeon for that, you would have to learn a whole other different biology.
Right, super biology or something.
I mean, literally super biology. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like there'd probably be equipment that God, we could have a whole episode about that, but
I couldn't. I'm not a doctor.
Some people got saved this episode.
Yeah, this was really interesting because he's trying to balance that that Peter Parker aspect of like a normal life and being a superhero at the same time.
Right, his girlfriend, he's trying to...
Isn't this like the robot scene, oh my God, in the beginning, like that opened up the show and like that creepiness. Like you think, like as an audience, we're like trained like the superhero is going to save him and blah, blah, blah. Well, this, no saving. It was like... We thought like he was just trapped, but he was already worked on, and that was so jarring.
Oh my God!
To see his like robot hand, like we thought he was gonna be all right.
We need to talk about the robot human thing. Okay, seriously, have you ever heard of the movie Tusk?
Tusk,
the Tusk,
or
I think it's just
about.
All right, it's a horror film, and if any of you haven't seen it, I'm begging you, don't watch it. Okay, it is truly horrific, and the premise, it's a stupid premise.
Yeah.
But watching the movie, it kind of mentally messes you up. Okay, it's about a man, morphing another man into a walrus. This man has an obsession with walruses for some stupid reason. It's a dumb concept, but the movie is scary, and he literally cuts this man up and sews him back together to make him look like a walrus. It is so. Ew. Exactly. So when I saw these robot people, and that guy woke up, saw his reflection, and saw what he became, my heart broke. My heart broke.
It's just an animated TV show.
I broke because, and then there was a second guy who saw his reflection in the water, and then I'm sorry that I know this is graphic, but he killed himself because that broke my heart because you can't.
The robot,
you don't know how sick you look until you see yourself. Like, all you know is that you're different, and then you see yourself, and then you go, I'm a monster. I am a freak of nature. And there's no... that moment when you realize there's no saving me, even if you brought me back to being human, there's no getting that out of my head.
I know.
Oh, yeah, God, my heart. I couldn't even get past the evil or who's good or who's bad. It was just sad. I was just sad.
You couldn't get past the evil, man.
The evil or the, like, you know how you say, oh, that's the evil guy, that's the good guy, and you pick your sides? This was just...
That's pure evil.
It was just sick, is what it was. It was sick. Like, I couldn't just be, like, oh, I just felt...
I know,
they were so victimized
when you watch it.
Even though they were the bad guy, you just felt so victimized for them. You're just like, oh, it's just... Oh, so sad.
It's compelling, even though it's so sick, because it's like, good writing.
I'm almost getting emotional really just rethinking about it. Like, the
suspense of Omni-Man. Like, when is he gonna snap again?
And he's going to. I mean, you just see the inner clock just ticking. He's running out of patience.
I think Invincible is gonna save his mom. I think that's what's
I hope
happen.
so. I hope there's a happy ending.
Like, she might come out with just, like, one arm, you know?
I mean, maybe. Man. I'll take one arm over no mom.
Hey, Bats of War.
Bats of War?
I can't remember a time
Julian.
before the MCU.
How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, me either.
Oh, yeah, what is it? Hey, yes, Matthew, he is going to hurt. Oh, wow, yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, that's yeah.
But Omni-Man is the whole reason we're watching this show. Is like, we're so compelled to be like, when is this huge superhero that's supposed to save everybody? And the Taylor scene.
Oh my God, I forgot.
Remember?
That was crazy.
That was very the suspense was like absolutely killing me. Like,
the way he threatened him. Like, he is so menacing. He doesn't even have to prove himself in any situation. He just has to be next to you, and you're already like, he knows that I know that I know that he knows, and we just have to stay quiet for a minute. Like, even I thought to myself, what would I say to him if I was him?
It's like that.
And I don't think I could say anything because I know anything I would say would dig me a deeper hole. I would just stay quiet.
Well.
Or at least play along with the tipping of the glass.
So as the audience, we know that Omni-Man knows that the Taylor knows, right?
Yeah, but
the Taylor doesn't know that Omni-Man doesn't know.
But he might be loyal. You know what I mean? I almost felt like that.
Loyal?
Like, loyal as in, like, he might be, like, he might want to survive enough to just be like, yo, I'm on your side. You tell me what to do. I'll do it. Just don't kill me. You know what I mean? Like, he might be thinking that,
Taylor?
Like, like, Omni-Man thinking...
Do you know?
Omni-Man?
No, the Taylor.
I don't know him.
We're just gonna call him the Taylor.
but that's fine because even though we don't know his name, he's still a valuable character.
Right.
He knows almost too much, but he's been
way
around.
Too much, yeah.
He's been a part of the history. He's too valuable of the history. Like, he's made every superhero's costume. He's met the greats to the worst. You know, he's met them all.
Right, but this is Omni-Man we're
exactly,
talking about.
But
this dude's a cold hard killer. Like,
but nothing is nothing stronger to me than a relationship. Even to the evilest, a bond sometimes can't be broken. Like, I'm gonna let you live simply because of that one moment we had. Like if we had coffee.
I don't know, man. I think Omni-Man would just go.
I mean, maybe 100%. He could be that evil.
He might just go.
But like, I have to believe that there's some bond that can change even the craziest person. Just something to be like, I won't cross that line with you simply because we had that whatever moment. You know, we had coffee, you said the thing, or whatever it was.
I don't know, man. I think Omni-Man's playing the card of, keep your enemies closer, your friends closer.
No, he's evil. I mean, Omni-Man.
What is that?
Oh, keep your enemies or your friends close, your enemies closer.
Yeah, that thing.
But and that is a wise thing, because you should always know your enemy.
Eve's loneliness.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah, that's sad. How horrible is that? She has to.
But she's truly a good person.
She has to create her own paradise to feel happy. What?
I know but she's truly a good person, though.
Yeah, she's.
That's why we root for her, because we know that whatever goodness that happens to her, she deserves it. You know.
Yeah, she does.
She's just really hurt right now.
It's tough when you don't have the support of your family. Like,
oh my God, her father is
brutal. But
right when he immediately just went, forgive him.
I don't know.
I was like, oh my God.
I don't know, because, like, her father kind of has a point.
No. You're right. He does have a point in a father's perspective. Like,
right.
But the thing is what he said was the wrong thing, as in the way he delivered it, the way he just immediately, he's just scared and anxious, and he wants the best for her daughter. He doesn't want her to make any mistakes.
Right.
But you're going to make mistakes.
But you can understand why he's feeling that way, which is great storytelling.
I've thought about, like, not to get personal about myself or to make this about me, but I'm just trying to relate. Like, I've thought, like, if I had a daughter and she got pregnant too early, how would I react? Right. I'd be pretty mad.
Right.
I'd be, naturally.
Oh,
and
a child in today's world is very
it's scary.
You gotta provide for your child.
Yeah,
that's the scariest thing.
The anxiety of, like, this life is dependent on me, and just, like, I can only teach them so much. Right. So I understand your point. He said some real things, but the way I understand her anger and, like, rebellion
and, like, being in constant danger.
Yeah.
Even with superpowers, we've seen, people with superpowers in this show
get destroyed.
Absolutely destroyed.
Even Invincible got destroyed, which is a complete
And you saw how his mother reacted.
I know.
Yeah. So.
I know.
I think she can beat Omni-Man because she could make multiple walls until he gets tired of punching them.
I don't know his tired levelness. Like, I don't know how much energy he can exert.
Unless he's getting, punched back.
We can actually measure this.
Okay.
Because when he went
I'm curious.
and destroyed the alien planet.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine that. Let's say that's his maximum.
He didn't seem that he got so tired.
When
he just got it like it was.
Yeah, but when he got home and he had that full-grown beard, which I found was interesting. Like, the more energy you use, do you age faster? But anyways, he said, man, I need to take a shower. He looked exhausted. Right. So let's just say that is the maximum of his what he's willing to exert.
Like a month or a week?
He's gone for like a week or something. Like,
yeah, I think they said it or mentioned it or something.
I don't know, but I'm sure in some vague way you could measure how much time it would take to tire him out.
Right.
But I don't want to be the one to find out what that is. You know what I mean? Because if you're wrong, you're dead.
That's good thinking, man. I mean, it could work.
Yeah, I mean, it would be vague. It wouldn't be accurate.
I don't think I would watch 10 minutes of it.
No. Gosh, no.
That's a good idea.
But, yeah, no, this is for an animated show, I mean, it makes you feel, it makes you hurt, it makes you empathize. Like, there are certain, in the being on edge in this show, I mean, obviously because of Omni-Man, but just how good they make you wonder. There are people who have read the comic books and still watching this show,
perspective,
raising their shoulders like, I have no idea what's about to happen.
Yeah,
so that's amazing.
Because they're taking the superhero genre and they're taking it to the absolute edge.
It's so cool.
They're taking everything you know about superheroes and they're saying, nope, not today. Not always. Do they get saved always in the show? No. Do the superheroes win always?
No, and I love that. That's just one thing I've always thought was that like a person and a person fighting, both sides get injured somehow. Superhero and superhero should be the same way, but it should only be when human and superhero attack when it's easy. You know what I mean? Like one hit done. But when it's superhero and superhero, it should be the equivalent time as human and human. Do you know what I'm saying? When someone's equivalent with you, it doesn't matter which level you're on.
Yeah.
It's gonna be both of you are gonna have to bring your A game.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of times, when another superhero would punch another superhero, it wouldn't hurt them. They would just fly back, but they would just be like, "All right, next one." But it should have hurt them. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that's what they do in Invincible. They bring in, I mean, even the blood when he got hammered.
Ooh, yeah.
Dude, I mean, it's just like, your name's Invincible. You're not supposed to break.
Man.
So, it's
we
real.
Haven't talked about the cloning aspect of, like,
robot.
No,
not yet. The clone, I don't know how. They're trying to clone not just the, I keep calling them Mauler twins, but I feel like that's wrong.
I don't know, the twins.
The twins.
Or the clones. I don't know. Twin clones.
I think they're trying to take the clone's DNA and add it to maybe a humanoid's DNA and try to make a clone for the robot or something. Something to where he can transfer his consciousness.
Right. I think what they're trying to do.
I don't know why he'd want to be human,
Robot.
Though.
What is his name? Robot?
His name is Robot.
Robot?
That reminds me, I was going to say this in the last episode. Do you want to know why I'm not really against Robot? Because if I was a robot...
We don't know if he's good or evil.
Exactly. But the reason why, if he is evil, why I kind of am like, I get it, is because they never gave him a name. They just call him a robot. And I'm sorry, I gotta imagine that got to him eventually.
He must have a thing for the monster girl
or something because, but like I think that got to him. People always calling him robot, never giving him a name, never personalizing him, never individualizing him. He's just a robot. That's all he is to them. They never give him that chance, and I think he's like, screw it. They don't care about me. I'm not gonna care about them. Not black and white like that, but something.
So
it's not just he's evil. It's like there's definitely purpose behind why he's acting the way he's acting.
I know, but why is he going about it?
There's something deeper there.
Yeah. Why isn't he like, hey guys, I want to become human? And why isn't he getting like the support from like the other superheroes?
I mean, would you feel comfortable?
You should just stay a robot.
Would you feel comfortable with that? If a real robot came to you and said, I want to be human, where do you start with that?
Well, how...
What do
you mean where you start? That's where you start. Just by saying that.
No, I mean, I get that, but in a scientific standpoint, robot comes up to you, how do I do that? How do I become a humanoid? Turn me into flesh. I'm like,
how does it happen? Like the two, the two.
What do you do? Go get a body from a cemetery? Go to the morgue? Like, dude, I don't know how to make
a body, right? And they transfer his consciousness.
Yeah,
right?
but any way you go about it.
In the break room at the superhero lounge, they're like, "Hey, robot. Oh, I'm human now." Okay. But what?
Here's the thing, though. I have to assume that turning a robot into human in any way has to find its way into some illegal boundaries.
Right.
You know what I mean? And no matter how
boundaries.
Even with consent, somebody using their body as a host
in history who cut open like the first person for human anatomy and whatnot.
Oh God, I don't know, but he had to have been mad.
His name.
That's
it's
okay.
on the tip of my tongue. Michelangelo? No.
God, that's an artist.
Right.
And a Ninja Turtle. But
no, I think it was an artist. Does somebody know in the comments, please?
No, but I'm trying to.
I know this. I know that some knowledge.
Are you talking about the guy who drew the body?
No, this
or
was
actually
in Rome.
did the first autopsy. Yeah, I have no idea.
The first autopsy. And he was like, he's like, we have to do this.
Right.
Right. And I think robots, like, this is one of those things that I think should be done. But it's interesting because it speaks, because it's a conscience. Like, that long question of, like, what makes something conscious?
Yeah, and that's what I was saying earlier with even if someone gave consent, meaning you can use my body, his consciousness is going to override yours.
Well, he's making a clone. He's not transferring.
Exactly.
Right.
So, and that goes to the idea, like, no matter which way you go about this, it's going to either come off crazy or it's going to be illegal.
We've already seen from the clones that he makes it, right?
Yeah,
and he has to
possible.
transfer his conscious into that body, right? So he just makes the body.
Right.
So we know from the two, I don't know, blue clones. I don't know what are their names.
What I'm wondering too is, what is the robot's end game? Meaning, like, obviously he wants to be human, but once he is human, does he just really expect her to just be like, oh, let me run into your arms? Is she just like, that's maybe because he's robotic, he doesn't. He's missing the emotional aspect.
It's jarring, It's I don't know, man.
I'm excited.
It's one of those weird things, but it's really interesting because he's doing all in secret.
Right, and I think maybe it's just simply, and that goes with the trust thing. I don't blame him for not trusting anyone because, look, man, if I was a robot and nobody ever gave me a name, just called me robot all the time, never asked me to dinner, played chess with me, nothing.
Well, they don't
just called me robot. I know, but they should.
It's just numbers.
But they should.
Well, how?
All I'm saying is this: if this computer,
if a robot comes up to you,
if this computer right here walked around your house, said
hello
hello to me, knew how to make food, watched TV,
hey Siri,
had to go to
hello.
You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just saying, like, if it did that, yes, I would give him a name.
Right.
I'm not gonna say, "What up, like, computer?" No, because then I'm gonna go to sleep and not be able to
call the thing Siri half the time.
Exactly, because you know what I mean. So
I mean, artificial intelligence. I mean, where does the line from? I
always try to be nice. I always try to be nice because you just simply do not know the backstory of what someone's going through. Yeah.
It's a robot.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Sorry, it doesn't matter. This is what I'm saying. If you had a robot in your house, real one, and you talked crap to that robot's face, try going to bed. Try going to bed and telling me you're not afraid that thing's going to come in and rip your head off simply because you were talking crap to its face and expected it to not to do anything. Only because it was a robot. You're just like, it's a robot. It's not going to do anything. Well, keep talking crap to it. See what happens.
Humanity. That keeps us from doing things like that,
Exactly.
And so if this robot has humanity, then...
Or if it doesn't have humanity, it craves it.
It definitely craves it.
It's curious about it. If it's not crave, it's curious. But still...
But that's so... we could, this is this discussion that's gone on for years.
I know. But they're baby stepping it. They're baby step. I mean, like, look, they're not just going to allow robots in the public, but they do allow certain advances until they can 100% control the very program it is and not let it go haywire. Like, think for itself, take over the internet, anything, shoot nukes up into the sky.
Prolonging life, and then, how long should a life go, and, whatnot.
I think 80 years is long enough.
80 years.
To be, and I'm not saying that's when it should end. I'm just saying after 80 years, how much longer do you really want to live?
I think I'd be happy with 100 years.
Or 100 years is fine, but, I mean, those people who outlive everyone.
Because I'm so curious. I love seeing things evolve.
That's true.
Like the cars, from the 1940s, and I love seeing how it's evolved from today's cars,
That would be cool.
And so,
do you think we'll get flying cars in our lifetime?
Well, what I'm really curious about is cell phones. Like, how is that gonna evolve?
Those are. Oh, you want me to tell you what I think is gonna happen? Because it's already happening, but I don't know how legit it will happen.
If it's gonna stick or not? We didn't know.
Well,
Things
Elon
don't
Musk
always stick.
Elon Musk has a thing called Neuralink, right? And
that thing's crazy.
I know, but I gotta be honest, I'm kind of on board with it, only because I believe in their safety protocols when making this. But literally, it's a chip that has hair-like wires that poke in and that they pick up signals that the synapses happen in your brain. And that's gonna be the new cell phone thing, where you have your cell phone, and instead of doing this, you can just go... You just think, and it does it. You know what I'm saying?
There's the thing right there. If you have to modify yourself to make something
that's the scary part.
Work,
Well, it's not a modify. It's more of like they're trying something new. Like it's like telekinesis or telepathy, but this is the best thing we can give you.
What I'm saying is, okay, so you take your phone, right? Your phone is completely separate.
Yeah.
Right? But you can take it and you can put it up to your ear and then you can hear somebody talk.
Yeah, no,
right?
it's fine the way it is.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You can put on like I don't know, something that just a head cap, I don't know. Right?
Yeah.
You can put it on and then you can take it off.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think that's how it should be.
Yeah.
I don't think you should,
modify yourself's
right.
biology just to do the one thing you could have done if you went like that.
Exactly. It should.
I'll say this though.
I
agree with you. The only counter argument I would give to that is that some people would have the same argument about space. About why do we bother trying to get to space so bad when we have so many issues down here on Earth? And the only thing I can really say to that
you gotta get away sometime, right?
But what I would say is that we have learned so much from going to space, stuff that we weren't even expecting to learn in our exploration that have taught us so much about Earth, that if we wouldn't have made that decision, we would have been so in the dark about the things that are so commonly obvious now. Mm-hmm. So when you say we shouldn't do it, I say I agree, but the people that inevitably will and the people that inevitably won't,
well, we should keep exploring.
There's still going to be, discoveries that are made.
I think that's the key to life, is to keep learning.
Exactly.
Like, you can't stop learning.
I don't know if I want to be have one in my brain because I'm afraid of the apocalyptic. They're going to shut my system off and I'm going to wake up and be a robot in the middle of war. Just.
Right, that's the thing. Like I'm saying, you can put a cell phone up to your ear and hear somebody talk.
And I'm fine with that. But anyways, we're getting off track.
We're on another planet, guys.
But no, that's basically Invincible.
Right.
And
it's an amazing
super
show.
Super dope.
Especially when something makes you think. That's when it's good.
I'm still like those the humans and robot converge thing. Seriously, I'm still kind of messed up about that. That was really sad.
Right.
But anyways,
that was that was the saddest part of the whole show.
Let's talk about Flash.
Let's talk about the Arrowverse. What's happening in it? What the heck is going on? I
don't know.
I am so disappointed. After Crisis, everything just is falling apart.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. I got to be honest, the way that they're doing this show, I forgot about Crisis. The effect of Crisis just kind of doesn't matter anymore. It comes up now and again. But I really did forget about Crisis because it's that chaotic. I go okay, where are they going? And then they give us these weird side plots like Killer Frost is being chased down. After how many years of her existing, they're just now getting around to this?
Well,
so that's kind of random to me. I mean, it makes sense, but you're kind of, I don't know, 4 or 5 years too late.
Okay, catch me up on this. When did Killer Frost and Caitlyn become two things?
I don't. 100%. I have no idea. I have no idea. They just walked in.
People.
They just walked. As you mean, two people, right?
Yeah.
They just walked in, and they were.
Really?
They just walked in.
I missed something, or
and
fell asleep,
they were so dumb, and
that's
why I can't care. That's why I can't care, because it's the reason why Marvel is so good is because they know how to do character development and they know how to make you care about the characters and the things that they do. If I'm completely separated and gapped away from how you became A to B, I'm not going to care where you go from B to C. I don't care because I don't understand it. It's just
it makes no sense.
It's Caitlyn and Killer Frost are having relationship issues. I don't care. Why are they two separate people?
Right, and how does that
and have they not already resolved their differences by allowing them to have two minds in one body? They have already. What is this back and forth? I don't know, but I don't really care for the Flash show right now. I mean, I like the mom. The Speed Force, the way she runs, she appears and disappears, kind of like the way Ezra Miller's Flash does.
Well, she's the fastest in them.
I mean, she's the living Speed Force. She should be.
That's how she should be.
And it is cool looking. I have to say it's very cool.
I saw a meme or something, a picture of they stopped in mid frame, and you can see the yellow lightning, the purple lightning,
it's all
red
of it,
lightning, and all that.
It was cool
when she does the lightning.
I like
Speed Force though.
Stop.
But as a character in the show, I'm like, why is the Speed Force here in like this form? Like,
and also, yeah, go ahead.
Like in the beginning of the series, they set up that the Speed Force is very hard to get a hold of, and now the Speed Force is in their house. Like, hey, knock knock, I'm here now.
And, and also, one thing I'm really tired of seeing is the Flash being challenged by his own abilities. Like we're literally at season 7.
We lost
and he's still what's happening to me, dude? You've been the Flash for 7 years. You know your powers.
We haven't. So what they set up, right? Is Barry Allen becoming the Flash, right? Run, Barry, run. You know, and so here we are with this amazing story arc. Of this guy gets powers, he masters the powers, he becomes the hero, right?
Right.
And they're jumping all around this. It's a simple story.
It's a very simple story.
It's very simple.
And they could have just followed the comics.
Right. And I just want, the Flash to become the Flash. Like, I'm still, like, waiting, like, okay, when is he, like, gonna actually, like, when am I gonna actually feel like, oh, yeah. He's the Flash. He can handle it.
Like, there have been episodes where you felt that, but the farther it goes on, it backs up and goes forward, backs up and goes forward.
Right. Back and forth of, I don't think I can handle this one.
Why not? Hasn't he stopped time before?
Right.
He can stand there and stand in frozen time, and he still can't get punches in sometimes. It's so stupid.
Lose the Speed Force, and it's so back and forth and all over the freaking place that you can't really follow his story arc.
And you kind of don't even care to, because it's just all over. It's like, I don't even want to try to put all these pieces together.
And then, they're taking these side stories now, right? Caitlin Snow, right?
Right.
The last episode was completely Caitlin Snow. Usually, it's like you focus on the main character, then you get the side story, right?
Yeah.
But
now they're changing the main character. It's like, dude, I don't.
Okay.
It's not even the
Great,
Flash.
We're taking episodes and, it's pretty good stuff, but I don't think it's told in the right way.
Yeah, it's unorganized.
Because I like. Yeah. What I like, the new tech dude. What's his name?
Oh shoot.
I
like him too.
What is his name? Hold on. We're gonna do a quick Google search.
Right. Oh, I really wish I knew his name.
Flashcast. Flashcast. That sounds cool.
Where's he at? I know he's somewhere. You go to the right. No.
Season. What
season 7? Yeah, go to season 7.
No, here we are.
It's alright.
Hold on.
Getting there. Yeah, new tech guy.
New tech guy. Spelled.
Yeah, well,
he's Jordan Fisher as Bart Allen, aka Impulse. No, that's not it. Ranson. Come on, guys. Come on, internet.
No, it's okay.
Be better. Okay. well, basically, we really like him. He's a great character.
Yeah.
And I love the interaction between him and Cisco.
Here's the thing. Even though I like him, I don't like that he's not that dissimilar from Cisco, and the fact that Cisco should shine on his own, and I feel like these two characters are kind of bumping spotlights. Like, they're very good, but they're very similar, and I almost feel like we're getting kind of copy characters. Brendan. Oh, yeah.
Brendan,
Chester is his name. Chester in the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like they're both good, but like Cisco is supposed to be that guy. He's supposed to be the one who picks up those personality traits. And now that we have Chester, it seems like we don't really need Cisco, but I don't want to get rid of Cisco. Cisco is one of my favorite characters. I feel like Chester could have been dope, as in like, we can't fit you in Flash, but we can fit you in Batwoman or something, and then he transfers over to a different show. But I just feel like he's kind of shoved in with the Flash. He's smart, very valuable. Just, we already got Cisco. Cisco is literally a genius on his own as a human. He's a genius. There's no, I mean, he's up there with
He's up there with
Star Labs guy, the guy who created this.
What is
Barry Allen.
Hold on.
Not Eobard Thawne. The body he takes over.
Harrison
Wells.
Why did it take us so long?
Harrison Wells. He's up there with Harrison Wells.
Right.
And in that universe, he's one of the smartest people. So I just don't think he's very necessary. But also talking about Harrison Wells, I am so tired of him leaving and coming back a different person, dying, coming back a different person, leaving, coming back and now
way too much. I don't know what
and when he came back,
they're thinking.
When the big twist, and I say big twist as in if any of you really didn't see this coming, then you don't watch The Flash as much as you should. But anyways, when he came back, like the green particles formed his body and I saw him, I went, okay, I guess. Like, I mean, sure, why not? All these people are going, oh my God, it's the original Harrison Wells. Do you really care? How many different Harrisons have we gotten?
I know, we just had this emotional scene where we lose one of the Harrisons and like the next episode, like he's back.
And that's why I wasn't even emotional during that moment because I knew, really. Heck? You're not getting rid of him. You're just getting rid of the side characters so you can have the...
And then
I knew it was gonna happen.
How did this happen, guys? Like, this was such a great show.
It was the first. I remember how
honestly
amazed I was by the first season.
Who has to come in and sweep in and save the day? Superman.
Oh yeah. We haven't gotten a new episode yet. We're still waiting on that.
We haven't. I know, but Supergirl seems to be doing pretty good. I like the.
You want to talk about her for a little bit?
Yeah, Lex Luthor.
I didn't watch any of it.
It's pretty good. It's fun. It's just fun.
It's a fun show.
It's not gonna make you think like Invincible or Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It's just like you put it on, to clean your house or something.
Yeah. That's not really a good show in my book. If you're not really invested in it,
asleep,
if it's just background noise, then that's not a good show.
It's nothing. It's not really compelling story.
Like you put 2.5 Men on to have background noise, and that's a good show, but it's just it's something you can miss out on if you wanted to. Right. But anyways, speaking of the ending of episodes, we got our second to last episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier. I can't believe we're only getting 7 episodes in this series.
Well,
it's crazy.
Okay, all right. So me and Ma asked, how much is it per episode?
How much is it? What do you mean?
I want you to guess. How much money does it cost to make an episode of Falcon?
In the millions. It's in the millions.
You are right.
If I had to guess each episode.
And
how many episodes are there?
So there
are going to be,
I believe,
like 7 or 8.
6 or 7.
6 or 7. Okay.
But I'm pretty sure we're on episode 5 right now, so I'm gonna bet all my money on 6 episodes.
All right. If I had to guess, I bet the full budget, and I'm trying to say full because I'm going to divide it.
Each episode is
I bet you it was
45 and 55
minutes. $50 million. I was just going to say $50 million for the whole show.
For the whole show.
For the whole show, $50 million?
You are on the cold side of the thermometer, man.
I mean, I know that they own, or Disney owns them and they have all that money, but seriously, if $100 million is nothing, that's too much money, and I don't care. I just don't care.
Okay,
I don't care about what the other side of the argument is. That's too much money.
Is, how much do you think it costs per episode?
Per episode? I don't. If the whole show is more than $50 million, I can't imagine each episode being more than $5 to $10 million. But then obviously that's not true because that doesn't add up. That's insane that each one costs that much, though.
Each episode cost $25 million.
That's stupid. That's so. I mean, a great show, amazing, but that's too much.
$25 million. I don't think it is. Because
that's too much.
Look at everything we're getting.
I'm just saying
visual effects.
I'm happy with the show. I'm saying it's perfect. The show is perfect. I'm saying I was in charge of spending that money, I would say
you gotta look
no.
At
I'm not spending
quality,
$25 million.
The talent that they have. You got to look at everything that they're delivering.
Yeah.
And you have to say, is this worth it? And I think it is. And like, honestly, like, this show is absolutely incredible.
Let me give you this.
The times it reflects. It's art because that's what art should do. It should reflect reality.
When let me tell you this experiment we did in college, and the idea was that we wondered why movies are so expensive. Okay, we're just talking about it, and he said, okay, let's do this. He put up this big index sheet, and he said, I'm gonna give you a bunch of the jobs. And this could be a small scale movie, small budget, small crew, right? And we said, okay. When we got done thinking that we were being fair, that this is just cheap enough to where it fit. Small budget, small film, $7 million.
Yeah,
that was us being cheap. With a small crew, small budget film, short film, $7 million, and that was us being cheap. You understand? So when you say 25 million is an episode, it doesn't shock me, but that's still shocking. You know what I mean? Like, wow, that's a lot of money.
It's incredible because if you think about it, the set design has to go into it.
And it really was on the short.
Everything, the costumes.
The costumes, man.
If there's like
the way they ripped his wings off, as if that wasn't a $100,000 costume. You know what I mean?
I mean,
they must have money.
I don't know if that was CGI.
I have no idea, but
I mean, that's how good it is.
It's so good.
If you're hiring CGI guys, right? You're hiring artists.
Yeah.
These guys go in frame by frame. Okay, so basically, frame by frame. When you're seeing right now 60 frames per second.
Yes.
That's what you're seeing our podcast.
Right, the cameras. Yep.
60 frames per second, you're seeing 60 images in 1 second.
Right.
That's what
creating the illusion video.
Right, exactly. So, you're getting these visual effects guys, and sometimes that's what they have to do. They have to take each individual frame. And paint there's tricks and things and tools.
I've seen people
programs that you can do this stuff, but you have to have a knowledge of how light reflects in things and whatnot. You have to have an artist's mind.
And you have to have patience, man. I've walked in, and I don't mean walk in like I was uninvited, but I've walked into people who love editing. Who love the graphic design, but when you walk in, I mean, it's literally piles of paper here, coffee stains, coffee mugs, snacks, They're on their computer and they're doing this.
It takes hours.
How long you been on the computer? It's going on 13 hours. Which frame are you on? 26.
Oh yeah. It definitely.
And there's like 3,000 of these.
But what I'm saying,
literally, it's like that.
What I'm saying is the end result is amazing because. Let's take the montage scene of Falcon becoming Captain America.
How fun was that? I really enjoyed the boat dynamic. I loved it.
And I loved that Bucky and Falcon are just tossing the shield like they're playing catch.
I know.
And that scene alone, I'm like, how are they doing that?
Oh, speaking of throwing the shield around, I love the reality when Sam's practicing for real, how difficult it actually is. I love that. I'm like, we see all these people just throwing it, catching it as if there's there's nothing to it, but he's catching, he's falling back. He's actually like, he almost gets decapitated.
I know, like, you could see it on his face. And, like, the acting ability of just, like,
so good.
Like, he felt like he was about to get decapitated.
But even though we're talking about a happy topic, the way he got the shield back was very
That's
good.
The thing I think DC will never be able to accomplish.
DC's so behind, but we're not here to talk about DC. Marvel is killing it.
Let me talk about the parallels really quick.
Oh, sure. No, sorry. That's right.
So, DC, right, you have this big grand finale of all the superheroes, and what are they fighting for? Humanity. They're fighting to save the world, and they're fighting to stop, right?
Stop evil.
Stop evil.
Right.
That's like the basic, bare bone premise, right?
Yeah, the equation of said movie.
Now, that's a broad thing, right? That's a broad thing to wrap your mind around.
Right.
You have to suspend your disbelief a lot,
Yeah, to make the plot work sometimes,
to make it work, right? Mm-hmm. With Marvel, right, you have this simple, simplistic plot, right? Mm-hmm. They're fighting for a title. They're fighting for like
a mantle,
the mantle of Captain America,
the symbol.
They're fighting to correct a mistake that, not necessarily a mistake, but
or at least
Bucky at the end of the fight, is like you can see it all, like without saying a word, you can see what he is saying to Falcon,
and also
to Sam.
That moment when he wiped the blood, when Falcon finally had the shield, he wiped the blood. He didn't have to say anything. You saw it in his face when he was thanking. He was like, "Dude, I made a huge mistake by giving the shield." I was talking about sad moments. I was so sad in that moment. I was like, "Dude, how."
I know, and it's just the emotion that they're able to deliver in a fight that makes the fight worth it.
Because what's crazy? In that moment when he's wiping the blood, it wasn't John Walker's fault in that moment. It was like, you knew, like, dude, I'm the reason there's blood on this shield because I gave it up.
Right.
I'm the reason why he got his hands on this. And it's like, damn, that was really hard to take in. I didn't mean to hit the table that hard, but... It hit me that hard. I was like, dude, oh.
And it's an amazing point that he makes, that why he thought he was doing the right thing.
And that's why it's understandable, because in the moment you thought you were doing the right thing, and that's all you can ever do is ask somebody to do what you think is right in the moment.
And it's hard because the society has set him up to believe that he didn't have it in himself. That the world wasn't ready.
Or at least that was definitely in him for sure. But I'm sure society didn't help with that either. But
it's incredible.
Do we want to talk about Isaiah or do we want to talk about Sam giving up the wings? I mean, because we're going to talk about both, but which one first?
Let's talk about Isaiah. I think that's the direction we're heading. Okay. Really deep and emotional.
All right, I'll let you start.
Gosh,
because I got my notes here.
See these amazing actors take this lines of dialogue.
Yeah.
And
Sam and Isaiah really got to talk in this one.
To be African American, and it's so compelling.
Should I preface the real world history before we talk about what happened in the show so there's no misunderstanding?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, because I want you to continue. All right, so just real world history, where this idea, what we're about to talk about, came into the show. Are we all right?
There he goes.
Okay. I believe back in the 1960s, for over 40 years, over 600 black American men were undergone syphilis testing, but it was covered up by called the guise of free healthcare. So what they wanted to do, the purpose of this was to give these syphilis experiment tests to people and to leave them unchecked to see what happened to the body.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a real world thing to happen, and they took that idea and gave it to Isaiah, which was the super what am I trying to say? Super soldier serum.
Super soldier
was unperfected, and they gave it to a bunch of black Americans before they perfected it to give to their ideal white guy American image, which is sad,
so
but
wrong. It's 100% wrong.
It was 100% wrong, but go ahead, continue so we understand.
It's disgusting that it actually happened.
This happened. It happened. I didn't know it.
God, it makes me sick.
This show introduced that to me. I thought it was a comic book thought, thinking, oh, wow, how dark. Much. But then I looked it up. I'm like, wait. This is the real world? That happened.
Yes.
Like, I've heard of crazy doctors.
That's why it's so amazing, the show. That's one of the things that's it's beautiful about, because it reflects reality, the art.
And they're doing it so well. They're not making it. Oh wow!
I mean, you could feel in their performances, Anthony Mackie and Carl, like in that scene, like the weight that they were carrying.
Oh my God!
I mean, it didn't. There's like some things you say in life, and they were just it was tough to watch. It was amazing to watch. It was just so emotional.
It was so emotional. It really was.
It's incredible.
One of the most powerful quotes said in this episode.
I will remember this scene the rest of my life.
Seriously, it was that strong. Isaiah said to Sam that a black man will never be allowed to be Captain America, and any self-respecting black man would never want to be. And I went, shit.
Right.
I really said that. I was like, I could have accepted that first line. Mm-hmm. But when he said the other one, I'm like, not only will it never happen, if you respect yourself, you wouldn't want to be Captain America. I'm like, oh my God, like.
And this is why
I don't even know where to start to explain how that made me feel.
Yeah. I think everybody felt this.
Like we idolize Captain America. Like my friend Chris. Mm-hmm. My friend Chris is a black American. He idolizes Captain America. And when he said a self-respecting black man would never want to be, I thought to myself, would my friend Chris feel the same way? Mm-hmm. If he was said that, you know what I mean? It's just those things. I don't know where to.
Yeah, it's
powerful, so powerful. This show.
It's you know, it's great that it's in a TV show. It's in front of the mainstream.
Yeah,
you know,
even though it's a fictional world, they're bringing real world topics.
We know it's existed for far too long. And I just hope this is it. You know, I really, studying it in school. I
believe I believe every generation gets closer to peace.
Right.
However, peace does come at a price.
I'm so excited for.
I don't mean that in the evil way. Sorry. Go ahead.
I'm so excited for episode 6.
I know. Oh man. Because Falcon suit.
They left this. We know what's in the case. We know
Falcon's gonna be Captain America.
What's in the case?
He's not gonna want the wings unless they're gonna give him the wings, and it's gonna be red, white, and blue.
He has the wings.
You think he's got the wings?
But it's the colors on the
suit.
It's the colors on this suit. You can see it in Anthony Mackie's performance. Mm-hmm. That what he's about to do.
Oh yeah,
is going to change.
And
it's going to change the entire Marvel.
Oh, I know.
Thing, it's like he's the new Captain America. He is Captain America. I love the shot where just like from a filmmaking perspective, I love the shot of Anthony Mackie with the shield and slowly walking into the training montage.
Oh yeah.
Can I ask Bucky's you a question? Leaving. Yeah.
And this is a not too racially sensitive question, but it is a question. Okay, we're talking about racism in the MCU. Mm-hmm. A lot of real world conversations, at least back and forth, have talked about when is let's say a black person allowed to be an idolized character. Mm. They said there's never been a black superhero movie, which is incorrect with Blade and other characters like this. They've been coming out, but my question is this to you. With Falcon becoming Captain America after this powerful episode talking about how black men will never be Captain America and never want to be, but now that he will be, do you think that this will change the perspective within the MCU, as in we have reached peace when it comes to this conversation? When it comes to
thing.
Almost like Barack Obama being America's strong first black president, officially, is it going to be that kind of change when it comes to finally we have found peace in this universe when it comes to that?
Our imaginations. This speaks to our imaginations.
Okay.
And it's racist not to imagine black people in a position of power.
Oh, no, absolutely.
Exactly. And
it's just sad that that's the perspective in this universe. In the real world, but I mean directly said. I'm going back to that scene with Isaiah and Sam. I'm really directly implying that.
Right. And the fact that they have to... I know.
Yeah.
But I hate like saying they, because I feel
I understand what you mean. It's
I hate like separating. I think
because we're all human beings. At the end of the day, we are all human beings.
Right,
However, it is unfair to say that we're all treated equal. It's just not true, and we have to accept that. And I'm not saying accept as in that's right. I'm saying that in order to change a problem, we have to admit that there is one.
What I'm saying is that it's horrible that they have to prove themselves.
It's sick. They don't have to prove anything, but yet they do, and it's so stupid.
Right.
They shouldn't have to. Is what I should say.
Right. And you should just automatically be yes. That's,
you want to be Captain America? 100%.
Yes. It should. That's how it should.
And by the way, when he was given the shield, when Cap gave him the shield when he came back in time at the end of Endgame, made a 100% sense. Bucky looked at him. I'm like, you know what? Because I didn't think about it until that moment. Like, it wasn't like something I couldn't fathom. I was just, I didn't know what was going to. And then it happened. I'm like,
Sam was doing the, therapy sessions long before
I was just
Steve
thinking
Rogers was.
I was just, and he's talking to John Walker about his PTSD. This is right up my wheelhouse. I could talk to you about
and this crazy stuff. That's what Captain America is.
I know. He's
the heart. He's the logic, reason of humanity, I guess. And
he's definitely the integrity.
And too. Sam Wilson has all that.
He does what he does, just slower, right?
Slower.
Remember when no. It's a quote that Sam said in the movie to Nick Fury. He said something about like he looked at him and he's like, "Hey, don't look at me. I just do what he does, just slower." Like because of the running thing.
Oh, I didn't even catch that.
Oh, I remember that.
Plays into him getting the shield. My favorite moment. I don't know if this is unintentional or intentional, but his nephews are saying, "Hey, Uncle Sam."
Uncle Sam, that's right.
It's like this is
times are changing. That's what I mean.
This is what
it's good.
What he's meant to do.
Something magical is happening. That's the best way I could put it. Something magical is about to happen. And by the way, to back up a little bit, John Walker is so paranoid, or not paranoid, but he's making his own shield.
Right. Like,
he's making his own shit. I know. Look, it's gonna be made out of cheap metal.
He's working for Madam Hydra now.
Yeah, right? Which is awesome.
What's going on?
I don't know, but I love the fact that I don't like him for this, but I like the idea that he's too obsessed. He's like he can't let go of the idea that he was Captain America at one point. He can't let go of it, so he's like, "No, I am Captain America." And he starts making his own shield. And I was like, dude, this is good. When he comes back out, that thing is gonna look so not shiny,
janky.
It's gonna look janky, and it's gonna look funny.
Bullets are gonna go right through it.
Yeah, it's gonna fall apart. It's gonna be embarrassed, and it's gonna be shameful. Right. It's gonna be a shameful letdown, and he may hurt a couple people because he's got the SuperHero.
This episode, episode 5, is by far I think my favorite Marvel property.
Like, I'll go with you on this.
To everything Marvel has put out, this episode
very good.
Is by far their best piece. It's amazing.
I know.
It's emotional. I love the Bucky hitting on Sam's sister.
I know. Well, actually, Sam's sister really hit on him, and he just kind of went with it. But I agree with you being like, if I was Sam, I'd be like, "Yo, you better watch yourself. Don't be doing anything stupid now."
Don't you flirt with my sister.
In the beginning of the episode, when Sam ran into the warehouse after John, when he looked at him and said, "You got to give me the shield." Mm-hmm. Just the way he said that, so good. I know that's a small thing, but when he said it again, you felt it like, dude, this is such a you messed up so bad. Like, this is worse than you like not coming into work one day and screwing up the factory's production. Right. You changed America's symbol. Like, I know in that, I don't know how to amplify that anymore, but you took America's symbol. You basically burned the American flag and walked away with a smile on your face. You understand? Like, how do you compare that? What I'm saying is, like, when he said, you need to give me the shield back. I felt him. He was like, it wasn't angry. He wasn't too forward. He just, look, I think we can put our cards on the table. We can all agree you messed up, right. And I think you just need to return the shield. I think you've done it was just, again, powerful.
Yeah.
Everything in this episode was powerful.
One of the reasons we have vaccine.
Oh, shoot, we're already at our hour.
We're already at the hour. Yeah, we're going to take questions.
Let's take some questions.
Reading comments. Steve Rogers became a hero, and Isaiah became a science experiment based on skin color.
So sad.
It is heartbreaking.
And also, Isaiah did the exact same thing Steve Rogers did when he left and broke everybody out and brought him home. Mm-hmm. Isaiah did the exact same thing, but instead of them cheering him and putting them on his shoulders, he was sent to prison for 30 years where he would be experimented on. It is sick.
Yep.
Truly crazy. So I agree with you on that.
Because for Isaiah, becoming Captain America would validate those choices that America has made. Validate the thing.
She's saying because of the things that they did to Isaiah, does that validate America's reasons for doing that? No, it was a huge mistake. Yeah. Obviously.
And Julian says, and when he was making it, he looked like Iron Man. When he was making the shield.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
He did seem like Iron Man.
I never thought of that. But yeah, I guess so in a little way, I guess. Like it was the Iron Man moment with a bad guy doing the Captain America. Like I guess in a way that you can compare that. It was Sam accepting.
I don't know.
Yeah. Let's see.
Okay. Well, anyway.
Yeah, no, I was trying to read some other ones, see if we missed anything.
Did we miss anything?
Oh, was this to your... Yes, Michelangelo? Was that to a question that you were...
The first autopsy.
That was his name?
Michelangelo. Yeah, it was because he wanted to study the human body to sculpt it.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, that's how I remember it.
God, goodness, I had no idea.
I always question it because I'm like, he's an artist, not a scientist, but he did a lot of stuff.
Never meet your heroes, I guess.
Wow, that was thousands of years ago almost. Yeah, we have come to the end. I mean, what did
look, this is what
amazing. I mean, God.
Next episode will be the last episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier, we are getting Falcon as Captain America. We are getting it officialized. Whether it's at the end of the episode or the entire episode is going to be dedicated to this. But we are going to get the John Walker and Sam moment where Sam will win, and then everybody will say, that's the Cap I want right there.
Now, do you think that John Walker is going to do something?
John Walker has this serum in him.
Right.
Sam doesn't, which in some ways is going to need to level the playing field.
Suit. I think that's why partially I think that's the suit.
I really hope that Sam never has to take this serum ever. I think that would be amazing to know that he's just human.
As a storytelling aspect, I would love if the stakes something came to it, where it was
down the road,
a quick decision, a quick decision. He's in the heat of battle, and he has to take this, or he's.
But he's
not
a good person,
win.
So it's gonna be okay.
Exactly.
But he doesn't know. Well, I don't know if he doesn't know. Yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that.
He wouldn't take it because
he
trusts himself.
Then it turns into that, know, and that would would make the geek side of me go yes.
And the thing is too is that he's a soldier. He trusts in his ability already. And he's been going out onto the field with superheroes without the serum.
Right.
So he knows he can do it.
He just can't fix boats.
Right. But he also probably knows that if he takes the serum, he can't untake it. It is a decision that's a lifetime decision. So there isn't I'll try it tomorrow, see how I like it.
Right. Because Isaiah has it in his blood still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was barely with his own will. He wasn't even really told, right? He wasn't even told that's what it was. It was something else. They said it was some kind of vaccine, but they still sent him out on missions. They didn't know why though.
They sent Yeah, but he was the only one that was like.
The only one that worked, and that's why they experimented him on jail because they're like, why is it? It's so sick, but that's why it is.
When Sam goes into his backyard, the garden area of his house, he says, "I was just like you." You know,
so crazy.
That's why it works. It amplifies everything.
When I heard,
good, then it amplifies everything that's bad.
When I heard that, I mean, just that line right when it came out of his mouth, what I heard was, I used to be optimistic, just like you. I used to want to save America and make it great, but now I know my eyes are too.
Right.
I know too much, and it's so sad to know that.
Monsterverse. Oh, the Monsterverse. King Kong. I saw King Kong versus. It was pretty good. It was probably one of the best ones. I don't know.
It was. I mean, it was definitely scientifically cheesy.
Yeah, it was super cheesy.
But I accepted it because
it was a cool spectacle. Yeah. Like I said, turn it on, clean your house.
I would watch Godzilla and King Kong versus King Kong again before I watch Justice League again. I'd say that.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we're ready.
Yeah.
To close it out.
That's a good episode, man.
We
flew by so fast.
We could talk another hour on this, but I gotta go to the bathroom and my camera's dying.
Yeah.
But so thank you so much, guys, for joining us this Sunday on Superhero Sundays, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every single Sunday.
That's right.
This episode has been fantastic. Matthew.
Oh, yes.
The overall thing. Give us some.
Yeah, send you off with a little bit of. All right, I just want y'all to know that you are appreciated. You are not alone. I know that the world can be tough, but where there's a will, there's a way. So stay strong, stay smiling, and try to help your neighbor, because a problem shared is a problem halved. So move forward with optimistic.
Be your own superhero.
Be your own superhero, yeah.
You can do it. We believe in you.
That's
you
right.
got this. If you come here every single Sunday looking for superhero stuff, well, heck, you're a superhero just for that.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
All right. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for joining us. You can catch us on Spotify, anywhere you get podcasts. We're on there. iTunes, the whole shebang deal. Google, you name it. We're on there. Also, check out my other content, superhero cosplay stuff. So I built this Batman suit right here. Boom. I built that. So check out those videos.
That's right.
Number 3 is on its way. It's still a lot of work. It's work in progress. I just need to get a good day of sunlight. It has to be warm out. I have to figure out these boots. These boots have been driving me insane.
That.
Yeah.
You still haven't gotten them scuffed up enough or something?
I know. Yeah, the paint doesn't dry and it's still tacky. But anyway, I'll figure it out. It's when you do cosplay, you just have to figure things out. They don't happen overnight. Yes, that's it. Check that stuff out. Make sure to comment, like, and share this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. If you did not like it, give it a thumbs down.
Boom.
And if you can't tell one from the other, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Perfect.
Right. The one that's pointing upward.
Upward. Yes. The one that goes like this. This is how it looks.
Yeah. Just in case.
They're great. You guys are great. We love you. All right. Anyway, I've been Eli.
I'm Matthew.
And we'll see everybody next week. Boom. Bye-bye. See ya.